What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kiki Simone.
You already know, man. It's your boy, your number one co-host in the nation.
Oh my goodness.
T Strike, man.
No,
here,
number
man.
2. You're number 2. I'm number 1.
I said the number one co-host. See, listening is very, very important.
It is. I need to work on it. Clearly. Welcome to Flight 10,000 Marriage Ministry. Clearly, listening is something I need to work on.
Well, one could put 1,000 to a flight, but two can put
10,000. Yes. Yeah. All right. Well,
let's get it. Hey, we back.
We are back,
man.
We are back. Finally. Can you believe it? It's been a long time since we have been in these seats to record something for you. And it's really because of who? Me.
No, it because
I done dropped the ball.
I made it podcast. Well, God made it, but I helped.
Whatever. Anywho, we are gonna be talking today about leading by example. So since this was your topic, I'm gonna let you start us off. You know, okay. How would you like to start us off?
Let me ask you this. You feel me? Like, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
Let me ask you this. When you think about leading by example, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
The first thing that comes to my mind really is servant leadership. A person who is in the trenches, who is a part of what's going on to help their team, their community, or whatever move ahead. It's not a dictatorship. It's not someone just saying, hey, you do this and I'm back here chilling. Yeah, that's what I think of what leadership is when I think of leading by example. Is someone who's in it with their team.
When you say that, it made me think of this picture that was going around on the internet. It was like one picture, but it was one picture on the top and the bottom half was a different picture, but it was the same scenario. The picture on the top had a team of people pulling and toting this thing, and the dude was sitting on top, and it said boss. On the bottom half, it had nobody sitting on the top of the thing, and the dude who was supposed to be the boss was at the very front of the line helping the people pull, and it said leader at the bottom. Mm-hmm. And that's what it made me think about, you know, and that's what leading by example is. Like, I feel like a lot of people are in positions that, you know, and leading people in positions and in things that they never been in the trenches in to be able to understand what it's like in the trenches. True. So it's like it hit different. You know what I'm saying? When you got somebody that can relate to what you're doing, that understands what you're doing, and you actually even seen these people operating what they're doing, and they display great leadership characteristics, it's easier a lot of times to follow that.
I 100% agree with that, because it's kind of like having you got a team that have a boss that just got hired, that don't know the people, don't know the work, don't know what it takes to make it happen. They're just there to make sure that the numbers are right. And many times it's a lot harder to really, you know, look at that person in a leadership position because they don't know what it takes. And it's so much easier when you have a leader who kind of, you know, went up the ranks and you saw them do the job, see them, you know, the behind the scenes work of it. And then now they're at the top leading because they know what it takes to be that leader for that team. So
just imagine somebody telling you, they your boss, they telling you got to do it like this, but you telling them, hey, I've been doing this for X amount of years. You don't understand what it take, and the way that you saying do it is gonna take us 3 weeks to do it like that, but you telling me to get it done in a week and a half. So if in order for me to get it done in a week and a half, I've been here, I know the steps and the road. This is what it's gonna take, but they just saying no. Just that's what, you know, when you have people who ain't leading by example, who don't know, who don't really understand. And it also made me think about God. You know, God came down, wrapped himself in flesh, Jesus Christ, and everything that we are tempted by, he has endured it all. Every temptation comes from the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eye, and the pride of life. Mm-hmm. He was tempted to the maximum capacity in the wilderness in all 3 of those areas by the enemy. He said he is not a high priest that he can't be touched with the infirmities of his people. So guess what that did? You know what that eliminated us from being able to say?
What?
But God, you don't understand how I feel, man. God, you don't get it. Hey, man.
His son does.
You ain't never, God, I'm going through this. You God, you don't understand. God do understand.
He does.
God was Jesus, you know what I'm saying, in the flesh. That was God in the flesh.
Right.
He wrapped himself in human flesh so that he can sympathize and be able to relate to the people.
Right.
And when he did that, he eliminated all excuses of, God, you don't understand, because he do understand. It ain't nothing that we go through that we can't come to him, because he led by example.
And I think, just to kind of piggyback off of that too, when it comes to marriage, leading by example is so important. Right. Everybody, honestly, in the household is a leader. Honestly, you are the leader in our household. So you are the head. You are the one who, has the final say of what goes on. And then, even me in my role, I'm a leader in the house as well, because sure. I'm your support. I'm your help. So even with that stated, like, everybody has a leadership position, because even with our kids that are in the house, they have a leadership position, because they have to show one another what it's like to be leaders in their own realm, right, as well. So we all have something that we could be leaders in. But when we're talking about marriage, it's very important to make sure. Now, look at this man. He ain't turn his phone off. Y'all see this?
My phone.
He ain't turn his phone off.
Let me give y'all the 411. Now, check this, right? My phone normally always be
It's always off, and now we recording it now. What?
She's saying, hey, no, cut the phone. Why your phone on silent? Why your phone? So I'm like, all right, I'm just used to it being on silent. Ain't no sneaky business going on. Ain't none of that going on no more.
We in the now, but, y'all. Okay.
But now she tell me to cut it on, and now this is what happened. See, when we used to do the podcast, that ain't never happened.
So I'm gonna lead by example, and my phone is on silent. Right, I'm leading by example.
Oh, man.
But as I was stating, when it comes to when it comes to marriage, like, it's important that you, as the head, are the leader in our household, and you show us what it's like to be a leader. Because if you're telling us to do something and we're not doing it, it's somewhat of a reflection of you.
So, transparent moment. In the past, it was stuff that I would, be, like, on my family about, we got to do this, we got to do that, boom, boom, boom. And I was never leading by example. And when I'm telling them we got to do this, and I ain't seeing no action from them, I ain't seeing nobody taking action, it frustrates me. But then God had to check me like, hey, you not leading by example. You got to be, you got to lead by example. They got to see you do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They see you do it, you ain't going to have to talk about it, because that's going to be what your actions speak louder than your words. So, but then there's been times where, and that exact thing happened, where I just fall back, I stop fussing about it, I stop complaining, and I focus on me and what I need to be doing and my role, and just lock in on what I'm supposed to be doing. And when I do that, it's like everything else just start to flow. Wife it fall in line. She handle her business. Before I know it, she motivated to do the things that I was trying to motivate her to do. The kids handling their business. They focused. They locked in. And it's like, okay, boom. But that's why leading by example is so important. You know what I'm saying? Because I even think when I was younger, my dad used to be telling me, don't do this, don't do that. But I saw him do it. I did what I saw him do.
Right.
I didn't do what he told me to do. I did what I saw him do.
He
told
me,
doing. Son, don't be smoking, don't be getting high, don't be in these streets, don't be doing all this. And he was trying to help me out because it was ruining his life, but that's all I seen him do. And so that's what I took to. I took to what I seen him doing versus what he told me not to do.
And I can also kind of speak to that from a parent standpoint, or being the child as well, is my mom and dad were divorced, and my mom and my stepmom had a great relationship. So the fact that I saw them have a great relationship with each other makes it a lot easier for me. I saw what it's like. The fact that I'm now in a blended family. Mm-hmm. I saw my mom and stepmom get along so good till it was like, oh my gosh, that's unheard of these days.
I always wonder why you was able to get along with my kids' moms and stuff like that so well. And now when you saying what you saying, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And people always, and when I tell people, when I talk about like, yeah, my wife, my kids' mom, we cool. Like me and my wife, we buy my kids' moms gifts and we support them and they support us. They love my wife and they be like, man, like it be sounding foreign to them. Like all of my partners be like, boy, I can only dream to like
it come from my mama
to coexist like that.
It really come from my mama, seeing how her and my stepmom and my stepmom's mom, they got along very great. And I just knew that if I were put in that position, I knew what I needed to do. And so that's, again, you know, leading by example. It showed me what I needed to do when I got married, because I didn't know I was going to be in a blended family. But the fact that I saw what it looked like to be in one as the child, now I'm the parent, it was much easier. So,
and another thing I want to share too, in leading by example, my wife often brings this quote up. You know what I'm saying? She often brings this quote up, and it was something that God gave me. It's been how many years ago, babe?
It's been some years. It's been a
couple of years ago. I supposed to have T-shirts and all, and I ain't did it yet. Don't even think about it.
We gonna get the shirts made, okay?
The idea, so
we gonna get the shirts
right
made
here, right now, and we doing it ASAP. You feel me? But I need y'all to think about purchasing one though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Get one for
it's coming soon.
The families, the husband, the wife, the kids, everybody. You feel me? The dog. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, everything must go. But yeah, get it, live it, give it. A lot of times, and I see this so often, and I even used to be this type of individual.
Me too.
And I try my best to work on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to really get it, live it, give it. A lot of times people will get something and they will regurgitate it and speak it back in such a, some people just good speakers. So they'll speak it back in such a profound way that people be like, dang, boy, you know he done been through something. You know she really lived that thing, but you can tell the way how she talked about it. And a lot of these people just be done heard somebody else said, and they liked it, and they know, okay, dang, that's hard. It hit home, but it didn't hit home hard enough to the fact that, well, you took it and you lived it. You just took it, and now you saying it to everybody else as if, you know, because you want to sound profound. You want to sound like you just knowledgeable, like you you that, when you really ain't even lived that before. So don't be that type of person. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to leading by example, man, get it. When God give you something, get it, live it. Live with it for a little while. You know, meditate on it. Practice it, you know, and then give it. Because a lot of times when you don't live it, you just get it and you give it. When life get hard, sometimes you'll have people that took what you said and they lived it and it worked for them. And then when you get in hot situations, the same type of situation, they look at your life like, well, dang, she or he told me, boom, 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 I took it and it worked for me, and now they going through the same thing, but they ain't even
they ain't even using what they said. Exactly. Right. And how it came to me when you told me was, I was posting all these scriptures on Facebook all the time, and I was like posting a scripture a day, and you was like, are you living it? Are you living it? Be careful, because as you post it, when something comes about, you gonna have to live this out and walk this out. So, and when I tell y'all I start posting scriptures so quick, I was just like, dang, he right. And so that's what really challenged me that's why it really stuck in my head, because I really needed to get it, live it, then give it. And it's important that we do that. And so I don't know. It just stuck with me. I loved it. And we are going to get those t-shirts at some point in time. But definitely, I love this topic of leading by example, because all of us have a part to play to be a leader in whatever capacity it is, whether it's at home, whether it's at work, whether it's at school. It doesn't matter where it is. We have the opportunity to be a leader. Fact. And because we have that opportunity and God gives us that opportunity, it's important to make sure that we're not on such a high pedestal that we can't be in the trenches with others and know that we can get through anything together. So if you want to see something thrive, you can be a leader, but you have to be a servant leader. You have to be in it with everybody else.
That's facts, man. And I think that's pretty good, man. Pretty good topic. You know, we want to get in. We want to give y'all something impactful, and we want to get out of that. We don't want to drag you. We want to be mindful of your time. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to try to keep each episode about around a 15-minute mark. You know, we don't want to go too long, and we could chop up the content, get y'all stuff throughout the week until the next episode. But I think
what you want the next topic to be? I already know. I already know what topic I want. I'm asking him, and I already know what I want.
So it's on you then, because I chose this topic. So
okay, good.
So what you got in mind?
So I'm thinking about relinquishing control in marriage. That is going to be a great podcast. Because when I tell y'all, I got a lot to say. I do. I got a lot to say. So y'all stay tuned for the next episode.
Hold on, what you say, relinquishing control?
Stay tuned for the next episode of Flight 10,000 Marriage Ministry with your girl.
One could put 1,000 to flight, but two can put 10,000 to flight, man.
I'm your girl, Kiki Simone.
It's your boy T Strike, the #1 co-host in the nation, baby.
Well, holla.
Yeah.